Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 197 for the 19th of February, 2023. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Fun packed show this evening.
Certainly
Or
is.
whenever you're listening to it, folks.
Yeah.
Oop.
We're a bit early as
We're
well.
a wee bit early as well. I'm on solo duties this week, so last couple of weeks. So I need to dive out when we normally start the podcast. So that's why we're a wee bit early this week.
You have errands.
I have errands to run. I've actually had a pretty busy weekend, actually. But I'll get to that in just a sec. How was your week?
Pretty good. Quite quick, actually. Pretty busy. Excuse me. And didn't really do that much this weekend. We did get to the cinema though, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, down here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did some chores yesterday. Edited a video for my other channel.
Moonlighting.
On
another
That's
channel.
right, sir. I'm moonlighting, sir.
But old Greg there.
I'm on Greg. That's right, sir. I'm moonlighting on my channel. And
what an episode.
Oh,
Bush.
dear.
Brilliant.
Mighty Bush. That one in the one with the Coco Loco, is it called?
Oh my
The one
god,
with the island
coconut one. Oh my god.
Put a
Brilliant.
good word in for me.
Absolutely class.
I did my best
Milky
work
Joe.
when you're
Milky
Joe,
Joe.
yeah.
Mhm.
I did my best work when you're oblivious.
Brilliant.
If you don't know what we're talking about, check out the Mighty Bush.
Oh,
It's
absolute
hilarious.
class.
Actually, I watched. I'll get to that later on, but I watched the Julian Barrett movie that he did a couple of years ago.
Oh, the Mindhorn.
Mindhorn, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll talk about that later on.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was busy, and then today I went for my constitutional. So I have so we bought this Park Anywhere parking pass. That was the sort of first step to it, so we can just park down the front, right beside.
We're talking parking anywhere, folks.
Right beside the great big waterfall.
Yeah.
So you can park right beside the great big waterfall, and you can walk along the promenade there, which is really nice. It's a nice wee walk.
I agree.
But I also purchased the Fun Pass, which you can buy, and it's $40. But I think it's only for Ontario residents. But it basically gets you on everything in Niagara Falls that's owned by Niagara Parks Commission. So like Journey Behind the Fall, the Power Station, the Aero Car, all of this stuff.
I can't help but thinking of you alone sitting in the teacups.
Pretty much. So anyway, so I'd finished doing my walks. I walked along the front, and then I came back and I was like, I'm gonna go for a wee ride in the incline railway. So that's what I did on the teacups. So I went a wee ride up in the incline railway, walked along to Fallsview Hotel, realized I couldn't get into the viewing gallery bit because it's all blocked off because of winter,
Right.
and then walked back to the incline and went down that and went back to my car. It was nice. It was like 2 hours. I was out
Good for
about.
you.
So.
That's good. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah. But
Do more
the
of
first
that.
couple of steps, my right knee gave out.
Oh no.
No. So that's what I was saying just before the show, is that my knees are shot. So luckily I kind of managed to kind of hobble my way to it righting itself. But yeah, it was a bit tricky.
You just walked it off, basically.
I just walked
Literally.
it off. I literally walked it off. Yeah.
Yeah, good for
But
you.
yeah, it was just
Well
the first couple of steps. I'm like, oh man, come on.
done. 2 steps in.
2 steps. It's done.
I can't do it.
There's a guy behind me with a shotgun. Oh, it's his time.
Oh god.
Anyway.
Always. At
It's
our age.
just the worst. I know, yeah.
There's a guy there ready to put us down any moment.
Exactly.
Is it time yet? Not yet.
Did he see it? Anyway,
Oh,
shall we go on to what's the tea?
Yeah.
Yes. I get rudely cut off the bumper there.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's not the first time.
It's
Not my first rodeo.
Won't be the last.
It's not my first teacups ride.
That's right. Oh, I feel so sick after being the teacups right now.
Oh,
I can't do it.
magic.
So there's this movie called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Never heard of it.
It's done. What's it done? It's done 116 million worldwide.
Worldwide.
63 of that was domestic.
Hmm.
So roughly half and half.
So it's for that trilogy. It's had its biggest opening of the three movies, basically.
Okay, I'm
Of that
interested to see,
of that
because you went
trilogy.
to see it this weekend. This is
I
the
did.
movie that you went to the movie to see. I
Did.
tried to go and see it this weekend, but
Uh-huh.
Sam was working all these weird hours, so
Right.
I couldn't
Right.
go. But
Yeah.
um, I'm
Yeah,
going
we
to
got
try and
to
go
see
next
it.
weekend.
Got to see it yesterday. I'll kind of give my what I think of it
Thoughts
later
there.
on.
Yeah.
I noticed as well that the Rotten Tomato score, it's got a rotten, and it's one of only two movies. Is
Yeah.
that right? Of Marvel movies that have got a rotten. What's the other one? I'm assuming the other one's um, oh God, what'd you call it? Eternals. I'm assuming is the other one.
Yeah, it is
It's got a rotten.
Eternals. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So the tomato meter is 47%. So basically, the critics don't like it,
But the audience love it.
but the audience like it. They give it 84.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what matters. I suppose.
I think it is what matters. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it's. I mean, critics can say what they want about it, but it's
Hmm.
the audience are the ones that are
Hmm.
paying the money. So
And by the way, I can understand it, but we'll go into it later. But I can understand people's diversity, div,
vision,
div, aye,
divisiveness,
that, yeah, contrariness.
contrariness. Yes,
Is that it?
towards it. Yeah,
Is that it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Polarized. Is it
Polariz-
polarizing?
polarization,
Polarize,
polar,
polarizated.
polarizification.
That's easy for you to say.
Aye.
So, well, we'll get to it when we get there. But yeah, it's a fairly strong opening
Oh,
of
it's a
the
strong
number one
opening,
now.
really, very strong opening,
Mhm.
and this is the first. Daniel, is this the first movie of the fifth number five? Four, sorry, four. I've got my little pal here.
It says growing
Keep
to
me
be not
right.
only the biggest office opening of the trilogy, but also of the box office Marvel trilogy. Yeah, you're right. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
of the
So
trilogy.
this is the first one of Phase Four, Marvel Phase Four.
No, Phase
No,
5.
Phase Five, Daniel. Oh,
Phase 4. Phase 4 is the phase that everyone hates because it's got Loki season
yeah.
2.
Phase
No, it's
Five.
Phase 5. It's
I
Phase
thought it
5.
was Phase Five.
No, Phase
Yeah,
4.
you're fired. Just can't get the staff.
No,
You know,
obviously you
just can't get the
can't. No,
staff.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, Phase Five. So this is the first one,
Yeah.
and very strong opening.
Yeah.
Very strong opening. Do you know what's
Marvel
interesting
are
as
back,
well?
baby.
Do you know what's interesting? How important Ant-Man has been to Marvel,
Mm.
because if it wasn't,
Much more important than say Captain Marvel.
well, if it wasn't for, well, I like Captain Marvel, but if it wasn't for the Ant-Man movies, we wouldn't
She
have
was
had the
supposed to lead.
quantum realm, and we wouldn't
Yes,
have been able to get the
time
the
traveling
time
stuff.
travel
Yeah.
aspect.
She was supposed to lead the MCU, Captain Marvel, but
Hmm.
she's done one movie, and that was 4 5 years ago.
Yeah,
So
one solo movie,
yeah,
but she's
it's weird
been
because
in.
two of the characters that I would not have thought have had the best movies have had the best movies, and
Who's
that's
that?
Ant Man and
Hmm.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I really like those
So
characters, those movies. Yeah.
yeah,
So
they
you've come
need.
round to the second one then, have you? More
Uh,
after
I
viewing it again.
still. I still see there's a lot of problem. Like again, a lot of these movies they had the backside kicked at them by COVID,
Hmm.
and so I understand there's like I give them a certain pass because of production problems.
Hmm.
It's the same thing with Wakanda Forever. That happened during COVID as well, and you can tell
Hmm.
there's some rewrites in there and things not quite working out and stuff. So
Hmm.
um, I don't know.
Yeah, I think all the latest ones have had issues that kind of, even now, you know, Ant Man, it's got issues and stuff, um, and they seem to be just throwing the kitchen sink at these movies now.
I think I think with and this is my biggest problem with Wakanda Forever is that I wish they'd gone the no superhero movie route and done a this is Shuri becoming um, Black Panther.
Yeah, it should have been more of
And
her. More of her.
double down on that aspect of it rather
Hmm.
than the get a big bad guy in here with CGI and all this.
Yeah.
Because there's a scene where they're on the bridge. Sorry, I know we're
Hmm.
talking about Ant-Man in the but bear with me here. There's a scene on the bridge in Wakanda Forever, and I'm like, this is clearly in a studio somewhere. And I
Mm.
watched the making, the assembled series they've got.
Hmm.
It's a
Hmm.
studio somewhere. It's just all green screen. There's no bridge. It's just all like polystyrene and stuff. And you're going,
Yeah, for me, it took too long to get to the point where she, spoilers, became the new Black Panther.
but then it happened like that.
Hmm. Hmm. But it took too long to get there
Yeah,
for me. Definitely, there's
but
too much faff.
it should have been that kind of like they could have gone the Iron Man route, I
Hmm.
think,
Hmm.
and I think that would have made a better movie than what ended up being there. Like I liked the, I mean, obviously I don't like the fact that an actor that anyone died, but Chadwick Boseman, we lost Chadwick Boseman, and they did the whole send off for him, and that was
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
and the whole
hmm,
Shuri thing that was good.
yeah.
It was just everything else
Hmm.
about the movie was just. Mm,
Yeah,
eh.
yeah. But anyway, great opening for the
For
phase
phase five,
five, phase five, everybody,
Danny.
phase five, Danny.
Um,
Nice one.
here's some bad news in the world of show business. Raquel Welch, 1
Oh
million
man, I know.
years BC actress, Hollywood sex symbol, dead at 82.
82. Was she
Um,
82 in this footage?
I don't know.
I
I'm
feel
not
as if
sure.
she's never looked old.
Pardon me, I don't know.
It's great there.
She passed away, brief illness.
Aye.
Yeah, she does look good for 82.
82. Anyway, great. I've got very, very fond memories of many, 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 many of her films.
Okay.
Many,
Was she
many,
in Fantastic
many.
Journey?
I'm not sure. I remember the
I think she
10,000
was.
BC, obviously. 1 million, 10,000 BC, 1 million years BC.
No,
Um,
Fantastic Voyage.
oh, do you know the one I remember? Remember, she was like a female James Bond type character. Do you remember that movie?
That was Raquel Welch.
What was that movie she
Donald
was in?
Pleasance, he played the evil guy.
Hmm. Do you remember
Fantastic
the
Voyage,
movie?
remember they shrunk them down?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Then they remade it as Inner Space
They did, yes, they did, yeah.
with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah. What else is she in then?
Well,
Do you know, I couldn't name a movie that she was in, to be honest, along
aye.
those ones.
What was the movie she was in? She played a James Bond, kind of female James Bond. Remember that
Fathom?
one? No, it was
I
good,
don't
that
know.
film.
Myra Breckenridge?
Nah,
Three Musketeers? Annie
no,
Calder?
no.
Date My Dad?
It was like it's in the 60s, early 70s, maybe 70s,
60s,
maybe
70s.
pre 80s, definitely.
Okay, what was she in? She was in Ronan Mars Laughing, Annie Calder, The Beloved, Fuzz, Detective Eileen McHenry,
No,
Bluebeard, she played the nun.
no.
Mother Jugs and Speed, she played Jugs.
I've not heard of that one, but I'm putting it down on my list.
Mork and Mindy, she played Captain Nirvana.
Wow. No, this was an older one. I don't know what it was called. Oh,
Lady
wait a
in
minute, what's that
Charge,
one? Biggest bundle of them all? Was it that one? Oh, I
Juliana.
forgot she was in the original Bedazzled. Bedazzled, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Um, God.
The biggest,
Freudian slip.
some incompetent European gangsters kidnap an American gangster who they think is a lot of money. I don't think it's that one.
Nah, it's not that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, she was a stewardess in Bewitched as well.
There
There you go.
you go. Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, R.I.P. I was quite shocked at that one.
We also
A
lost.
lovely lady.
We also lost David Jolicoeur.
Yes.
Otherwise known as Trug Goy the Dove.
From De La Soul.
Yeah, from De La Soul.
Highly influential were rappers.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a shocker as well. He was only 54.
Mm-hmm.
He was like the youngest looking guy, and not that makes any difference, but that was a shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, very influential. De La Soul, brilliant, great band.
Yeah.
They'd only just get their. They'd
It's a
only
heart
just get.
problem he had, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Because he had one of those wearable defibrillator vest things.
Oh, this wasn't a new thing then. He was a kind
No.
of. This was a current thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'd only just got their stuff on Spotify lately as well because they'd
Oh,
some
really?
problems with a record company or something. James would be able to tell us exactly what it was, but
Yeah.
they hadn't had their albums on there for a long time, and yeah, they've only just kind of got them on there. So yeah, it's a shame.
Bruce Willis has been diagnosed with dementia.
Yes.
Sad news as well. I
And
mean,
there was us just thinking he was, phoning in performances, and then how bad do we feel now?
I know. Turns out that he couldn't remember a line.
Good old Bruce.
So yeah, I mean, we have all these classic movies of his. So I mean,
I know. I mean, he's a legend,
Yeah,
an absolute legend. 67 years old.
I know, 67 as well. That seems incredibly young to have something like that. But apparently, it's a very common of all the dementia that you get. Apparently, it's the common one you get when you're younger.
Frontotemporal.
Yes,
dementia.
Frontotemporal dementia.
Yeah.
So
that's a sad one.
It is.
So I think his final movie is coming out, or it's just come out.
Mm-hmm.
But it was one of those ones. I think that he's just
straight to Prime Video.
Is it?
I presume so. Yeah.
Because he was like kind of. He's kind of like. In fact, when I was over in Canada, we were talking about this about him before we knew what had happened.
Last
remember?
year, yeah.
And he had like a movie out, and he had barely any lines in it to say, but it was clearly because he couldn't remember his lines, and he was getting lines written.
Was that sci-fi one?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Don't know, but I just remember that's when it kind of started, and then people were talking about how he's like phoning in performances and what's going on with him and blah blah blah, and then it's all come out. He's still with us, but
he's still with us, yeah,
but not with us.
Yeah, unfortunately now. I'm going to skip the next story because who cares? And we will talk about the Joker 2. Director reveals first look at Lady Gaga's debut as Harley Quinn.
Lady Gaga.
This is it here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can zoom in.
It's a fab picture.
It's a great picture.
That is a great picture.
I like how they've gone for the subtlety rather than the kind of cartoon version of it.
Yeah.
But then again, I think this has been a very subtle performance anyway of the Joker. So yeah, this looks awesome. Just from that shot there, I was like, okay, cool.
It does look awesome. Hold on, I'm just stretching over here because there's not a lot of light happening, and I don't know why. I think we've had. I think some spotlights have been altered, so I'm going to put some light onto my face, like that.
Oh my god!
Like that.
There you go. Lighting director Jodie Kelly.
Thank you. I'm up for an Academy Award.
Apparently, yeah.
I'm up for a Razzie.
Could you munch your lips a bit, please, Dave? Thanks. Up for a Razzie.
I'm up for a Razzie. I'll do this. That's a nice bright. Google's got a nice bright colour.
Definitely.
Is that a bit sinister, actually?
I mean, could you say the phrase "wipe them out, all of them"?
Yeah.
Okay.
A minute.
Wipe them out, all of them.
All of them. Ha ha ha.
Order 6. Mama.
Can Correct.
I'm gonna move this one up a wee bit in the thing. Rust is what is the deal with this movie? What is happening? Why do we have to keep doing this story?
For the love of
Ridiculous
God,
story.
for the love of God,
No,
give it
sorry.
a
Obviously,
rest.
someone died. I'm just saying. Look, why is this
Uh,
man still trying to make this movie?
I don't know.
That's what I mean by
Nobody
that.
is going to want to see this movie. I'll tell you what, though, the
Nobody.
people, you know how
Is it?
it's,
Is it going to any? Is it going to be any good? Is it going to be? It's going to be a straight to streaming movie
yeah,
at
I know,
best.
yeah,
Anyway, nobody's going to see a cowboy movie, a low budget cowboy movie.
I don't know.
Gina Carano's.
Might be the
Nobody's
best
going to
ever.
go and see it.
You never know. But somebody made a good point
With good
online
sense of humor.
that about Alec Baldwin, and they were
He's
saying about
tenacious.
the experts, the gun experts and things like that,
Mhm.
and it's their responsibility. It's not. I know that he's the last sort of
Link in
guy
the chain.
to check
Yeah.
it. However, who is he to know whether it's a live round or how? He's not an expert. He's an
He's
actor.
not. No.
So, as far as he's concerned, it's been handed to him and it's a blank.
And he's been told it's okay.
And why would there be a live round on the set of a movie?
I think.
Anyway,
That's a good question.
So it's I don't know.
This is what I don't understand about this. Obviously, he's a bee in his bonnet about making this movie for whatever reason it is. But would you not? Would you not? Actors are a bit what do you call it? Superstitious. Would you not take this as a bit of a hint that
don't make this movie?
Maybe this is not a good movie to
Please,
make.
God, send me a sign.
Send me a sign. Anything.
Anything.
Anything you want.
Like,
this movie.
Yeah.
If you don't want me to make this movie, send me a sign.
Any sign at all, Lord.
Takes out the trailer.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know why he's still making this movie, but at the same time,
there's still charges of involuntary manslaughter outstanding, and a whole bunch of other things that are happening with this movie. There's the Matthew, the widower. He's getting a cut of the movie now in like a producer role, and like there's all these crazy things that are happening.
Messy.
All this,
like you say, give it a rest, man. Just don't make this movie.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
No, especially because look, I guarantee this is not your Citizen Kane.
Well, you never know. It could be, but I mean, it could be the best film ever, and he's like, "This is my moment."
maybe. I mean, every actor goes into it and thinks this is the best movie ever, and then they realize they're making movie 43.
Yeah. So anyway.
The Marvels supposed to be out in February 2022. Got pushed back to July this year, and July 28th. And now it's November 10th.
And this is a movie in the cinema.
Yep. It picks off. So for all of you who are not interested in the Marvels whatsoever, it picks off where Ms. Marvel left off.
Okay.
So you have to go and watch.
I need
to go and watch Ms. Marvel. Actually, I really like Ms. Marvel. It's a coming of age.
I know. I need to go back and watch it.
Show. I really liked it.
I'm picking off all these shows just now. I'm doing the Bad Batch at the moment because I didn't bother, and then you kind of said, so I'm kind of picking that off now.
Yeah.
I need to get back to Miss Marvel. Because see, if you don't watch these things, and then I'll go and see this, and I'll probably enjoy the Marvels, but I won't get as much out of it as because I've seen the TV show, because they'll have bits in it that'll be, oh, that was this, blah blah blah, bit of fan service maybe in it that I wouldn't really appreciate. So
it is. I mean, it is a bit sucky, the fact you gotta go back and watch everything.
Yeah. So why has this been
whole story?
Why has this been delayed then? Do you know? Do we know?
Unclear,
Captain.
Zulu fire. So it's sequel to the 1.1 billion grossing 2019 title Captain Marvel. Not much is known about the sequel. However, it's also a bridge from the Disney Plus Marvel series WandaVision
All right, so it's a
and
sequel
Ms. Marvel as well.
It's a sequel to Captain Marvel
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, cool.
But it's the Marvels. So Tiana Paris, that's Monica Rambeau. She's called like Spectrum or Prism or something. Please comment below. She's called something in the comic books. Photon, I think, might be another name that she gets in the comic books. Anyway, whether she gets a Ms. Marvel name, I'm not sorry, she can't be Ms. Marvel because there is a Ms. Marvel. Whether she gets a Marvel name or not, I don't know.
Monica Rambeau is in WandaVision.
Yes.
Aye, she has powers in that.
Yes.
Because she walks through the force.
And she stops the bullets from the guy shooting the kids.
Yeah. That's right. It's all coming back to me.
Yeah. And Iman Vellani, she's reprising her role as Ms. Marvel. So, Canadian actress.
Excellent.
So that's the thing.
Our man Sam's back.
Our man Sam's back, yeah.
Yep. Brie Larson.
Good. I mean, they seemed like they were having a good time together in the movie. Brie Larson and Samuel L. Jackson.
Listen, I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was really good. And I think she's pretty cool. Before. I think she's pretty cool as well.
Brie Larson?
Yeah, man. I thought she was really cool. Especially at the end. When she was in space and stuff and, really saw her powers.
Yeah.
And I thought Jude Law was good in it and stuff. And the cat thing was funny and, liked it.
He's also got his feet under the table at Disney as well because he's back for Skeleton Crew.
He is. Well, Jude. Yeah.
Jude.
Good old Jude.
Hey, Jude.
I'm looking forward to that, actually. I think it might be kind of a little bit... I think this could be the Harry Potter thing that was alluded to that Ryan Johnson was going to be doing. This could be a kind of that type of show, that kind of kids and Star Wars kids. Hope it's... I don't know. Hope it's going to be good.
Do you want to know it's filling the July 29th slot? It's Haunted Mansion remake. Which why not just make a sequel? Get in Eddie Murphy and make a sequel. The first one was good enough.
So Owen Wilson, Jared Leto. Jared Leto's in it.
Leto.
Winona Ryder, Danny DeVito, Rosario Dawson, Dan Levy,
Lakeith Stanfield,
Tiffany Haddish. And Logline. Sorry.
No, Logline is a single mum named Gabby hires a tour guide, a psychic, a priest, and a historian. Sounds like the start of a joke.
It does.
To help exercise the newly bought mansion after discovering it's inhabited by ghosts. So there you go. It's also based on the ride of the same name, which is a fantastic classic dark raid attraction. Using doom buggies.
We're using dune buggies. I was watching I was listening to a podcast and it was a bit misheard lyrics, and there was a guy who came on and he's like, when I heard the song Ghostbusters for the first time, and it's like, who are you gonna call? And he thought the line was, those bastards.
When I heard Ghostbusters theme for the first time, I was like, I need a new drug.
Hi. If you listen to news, deep cuts.
Which is also in Ghostbusters as well.
So Dune Part 2 as well is buried in that story.
Yeah.
Or was it?
It was mentioned because it said November 3. November 3rd.
November's turning out to be a bit of a month then.
Yeah, Trolls 3 as well.
I enjoy those movies. I'm
seriously
embarrassed to say.
You need help.
I do need help.
What is... you give me crap for Adam Sandler and you go and watch troll movies.
Well, come on. Nobody's listening. Nobody knows.
Yeah, everybody knows now. Troll World Party, is that your jam?
That is my jam. Don't tell anybody.
All right. It's the Emmys. The Emmys are coming back. And I don't know why we're way down here, but so they're coming back When are they? When are they back? They're back at some point. Hey Alexa, when are the Emmys?
While an exact date hasn't been announced yet, the
Oh.
2023 Emmy Awards are scheduled to be held in September.
What?
September? That can't be right.
That can't be right.
That cannot be right. No, it must be this month, I would think. Anyway,
Must
whenever
be.
it must be soon. I'll tell you what, there's a very strong year last year for stuff on the TV.
Well, do you want to see the rundown for
Yeah,
it?
let's see.
So they're saying that it's so the nominees are Andor, The Crown, House of Dragon, The Last of Us,
Brilliant.
Lord
Wow.
of the Rings,
Whoa.
Succession,
Wow.
White Lotus, Yellow
Yo.
Jackets.
Wow.
They're pegging Succession to win the category. This is Variety.com.
Oh, is that why the 3 stars
That's
are
why there's
beside
3
it?
stars there,
Okay, right.
yeah. I hope it's the first one, of course, which is Andor, because I think that was, for me, that was the best TV show
Yeah.
I've seen in a long time.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying it because it's Star Wars. I'm saying it because it was just
Oh, it was
chef's
hands down,
kiss.
hands down.
It was brilliant. It was
Uh-huh.
how a rebellion is made. It's how an
Mhm.
empire is born. It's just, I mean, like that can be your tagline. There you go. Lucasfilm, make that your tagline. I won't take any money.
I
Just
would
give me some
go.
credit.
I would, I would go White Lotus as well, and I would go House of Dragon, and I would go Last of Us, and I'd go Succession.
You can't, Jody. You
They've
can't
got
have
to be
all
the
of them.
top.
There's only got to be one
I
winner.
know. Yellow Jackets, I think, is overrated.
Last of Us is really good though. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I've not played the game, but The Last of Us is
Oh
like,
no.
I missed it last week, obviously, because they had the holiday on Super Bowl. Not
Are
holiday.
you up to date now, though?
I've watched everything.
Oh yeah.
There's only been 5 episodes so far, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I went and got to 5. I was like, oh.
Wow. By the way, we'll talk about that later as well. Yeah.
Best comedy series. So they've got Abbott Elementary. Don't know. Barry. That's the what's his name? Oh God, I can see him. Funny face. Bill Hader.
Oh yeah.
The Bear, which you liked.
The Bear is not a comedy.
Well, it's down here as a comedy.
I wouldn't say
it's
funny
comedy,
bits in it.
comedy, musical, drama, or dancing.
Oh, it's definitely a drama.
Beef.
Beef.
Don't know what that is.
Never heard of
The
that.
Fabulous Ms. Maisel, which is on
A lot of
every
people
year.
talk about that.
Yeah. Only Murderers in the Building. Murder.
I've seen some of that. That's good.
Yeah, that's Selena Gomez and Martin
Steve
Short.
Martin and Martin Short. Yeah.
Short, yeah.
I'm amazed you went Selena Gomez first there, but anyway, I'll let it go.
Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso. I see clips of it on TikTok and things like that. And I'm going like, I really should watch that show.
I thought you'd watched it.
I watched the first 4 episodes of it, and then I'm like,
I could have sworn you'd watched that. Right? No, I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, it is good.
Although I'm the same. I think I've watched about 4 as well, and I've
yeah,
I need to kind of get back into it. Yeah.
You have a go at me.
I know.
What We Do in the Shadows, which for me, I would say that one.
That's brilliant.
That's the one I've watched, and I love it.
That's great.
Limited or anthology series.
I thought that was a remake of Faulty Towers there for a minute.
They're remaking Faulty Towers. We haven't talked about that.
I know they are, but I thought that was what that
John
was.
Cleese is back. He's writing it with his daughter. Not Connie Booth's daughter, but his daughter from a previous marriage.
All right, okay.
So, but he's back, and she's going to be the daughter in it. She's a stand-up comedian, apparently.
I feel the worst.
I don't know what White House Plumbers. I really want to see, and I don't know why I haven't seen it because I've got HBO, so I don't know why I've not seen it.
Don't know that one.
Is it not out? Maybe I don't know. That's what this is from.
Right. Okay.
Welcome to Chippendales, which is on Disney Plus in the UK.
I'm frightened to watch it in case I like it.
Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story was really good, but yeah. And then Blackbird, Extrapolations, and then Fleischman in Trouble. I don't know those ones.
No.
No. And then TV movie, I think we'll stop it after that one because it's going to take forever to go through this list. So TV movie, they've got Father of the Bride, Fire Island, Luther, Prey, Weird, the Al Yankovic story. What's Fire Island? Is it maybe this?
That must be that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Prey I've seen, Weird Al I've seen.
Uh,
Fire Island. Yeah, it's Fire Island.
yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, yeah.
That's
Let's-
Garrett Yang there, anyway.
Was it?
Bowen Yang, sorry.
Right. Looks interesting, whatever it is. What are they looking at?
I don't know.
Nobody knows. People must be watching it, though. It's on Hulu. Does that mean that I can get that on Disney Plus? Not necessarily.
Maybe.
Everything's
Maybe.
available everywhere now, you know.
Yeah.
It never used
Everything's
to be that
available
way.
everywhere all at once.
Aye. It never used to be that way, but
Never used to be.
It is now.
That's consumerism for you.
That's right.
And then finally, the BAFTAs are happening. The red carpet. There's Viola
Yes,
Davis there, and
lovely.
Bill Nye, and just and what's her face from
Michelle
what's
Yeoh.
her face? Michelle Yeoh, Eddie Redmayne,
Good old Eddie. You guys from
two Irish guys.
Yep, Colin.
That's Dubois. What's
Yep.
her name?
Mhm.
Ariana DeBose. Dubois.
Yeah.
She played Bullet in Hamilton.
Is she in? Did she play Lucky in Deadpool?
No,
Is that not her?
no. She was in Westworld. She was in season 4 of Westworld.
No, I never
As
saw that. I do recognise her though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's happening tonight anyway. So that's the red carpet there. Oh, there's a Captain Phasma herself.
Gwendolyn Christie.
Yep.
What a waste of a character, honestly. Ugh.
Yeah.
In all films, not even,
in Wednesday as well.
Oh no, she was great in Wednesday.
No, she was great in Wednesday,
Aye.
but I mean, spoilers.
I'm not finished Wednesday, so don't
haven't you?
spoil
Right,
it.
okay, I'm
No.
not going to spoil it then. Emma
Like,
Thompson.
there's the man of the
this
moment, by the
guy.
way.
Oh, no,
Ki
Ki-Hu
Hu
Kwan. He's just loving it because he's like, I'm famous again.
He is the man of the moment. Wouldn't it be great if he won an Oscar?
It would be fun. It would be great. It would actually be funny.
I think he's up for it. I think he's up for it.
I actually think he was really good in Everything Everywhere All at
He
Once.
was
I thought he was
brilliant.
very, very natural and
Brilliant.
just a delight to watch.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of people that the next king and queen consort.
No, queen should be.
No, she'll be queen consort.
Why?
Because they're always queen consorts.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Is it queen or queen?
No, because
consort?
it's queen consort because Camilla is Charles's second wife.
Yeah. The queen consort is simply the reigning king's wife. Their role is defined by marriage and is more symbolic as they offer the monarch support, unlike the queen, who's officially the UK's ruler. Does Kate become queen or queen consort? Will she be called queen? Not really. If everything goes as planned, the Princess of Wales will likely receive the title of queen consort.
Is that £5 over you?
That is £5 you owe me. You can pay it when you're over next month.
Oh, do you take PayPal?
Aye.
All right, okay.
Venmo me it. Venmo me it.
It's easy for you to say.
Let's watch Tetris.
Oh man, this looks brilliant.
I'm glad that all the pieces came together and they could finally make this movie. Apparently, every time it took ages to write the script for this because every time they completed a line, it disappeared.
What the actual heck? See the guy that plays Robert Maxwell in this?
Very good, isn't he?
Bloody hell!
I was like, Robert Maxwell. That was him there.
That was him there.
Like you miss it. Taron Egerton playing yet another historic character.
I know.
He's like the go-to guy for these things.
He's the go-to guy for Marv movies.
Is it Hank Rogers or something? His name is the guy that created bulletproof software. So he goes to. It's a story that I watched years and years ago, and it's basically just a fictionalized version of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this guy goes to Russia to get the rights for Tetris, and he has to deal with the Russians.
And they filmed some of this
Communist Party at the time.
They filmed some of this just up the road from me, Prestwick Airport.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So this looks excellent.
It does. It really does.
It's a kind of like Bourne spy thriller type
Aye,
thing.
it looks
with-
brilliant.
Like
Mhm.
how can we make a movie out of Tetris? I
And
know.
I'm glad it's not, talking shapes, trying to get, from
Oh yeah, 100
you know
like emoji movie or something like
out
that.
of a computer into
Yeah.
a little
And
Game
there's
Boy
a
or
bit in
something.
here who's like there's Ilya, yeah,
My
Gorbachev.
God, have they done like
Oh,
deep fake or
again.
something?
I don't know what they've done.
Very recognisable. The
Yeah.
character.
Is that the guy from the guy with the white hair? Is that the guy from Andor as well?
Is it?
Or is he the guy that always mixes up with the guy from Andor?
Oh no, no. I think it's a guy
Yeah, it's
get
the guy that
mixed up.
always mixes up, right?
The guy who wants his son to marry Gwendolyn.
Aye. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Mon
the banking.
Mothma's
Yeah,
daughter.
the other guy. Yeah,
Nah, they do look similar.
yeah. Because the other guy was in the neighborhood or the watch or whatever it was called.
The one with Richard Ayoade
Yeah.
and
Yes.
stuff.
And Ben
Yeah.
Stiller and Vince Vaughn.
James
Yeah, it looks
must-
great, James, doesn't it?
James must have heard as well that they were filming it at
Prestwick Airport.
Airport. Yeah.
So there's that one, and then I'll put this one in next, which is the Super Bowl trailer that they did, which
Yeah.
showed a little bit of old indie, new indie.
Mm-hmm.
I
I am pumped for this, by the way. That was Glasgow, the ticker tape parade there. That was a bit of filmed in
PWB
Glasgow.
as well.
Mhm.
She's in it as well. That's her there,
Ah, man, I think she's great.
hanging on for grim death.
Yep, she's a great fit for this. I cannot wait for this. Cannot wait. Looks great.
We kind of
It wasn't much different to the original trailer, though.
no, it just did that extra wee bit in there at the end where he launches her off the back of the plane.
Yeah.
Now
this is a trailer.
actually this looks interesting. This
This
so
is a
normally
trailer.
I don't like DC movies. Every time I watch them, I'm like, was that Glasgow?
Wouldn't surprise me. Looks like it. That is. That's George Square.
Well, that's George Square. That statue there. That's him
That's-
heading St Vincent Street. Is that no? Counting House is over that direction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry, that's the Counting House there, and Queen Street
Uh-huh.
Station's up that way. If you can see where I'm
Aye,
going.
that is Glasgow.
That's Glasgow.
Well,
There you go. Maybe that was footage they shot for another movie they
Batgirl.
did in Glasgow.
they
I
seem
still
to
think
like
that's
that. They definitely like that, but for filming, quite a number
I
of
think
things.
I think Glasgow's a good stand-in for Gotham though,
Yeah, definitely.
because it's got the good architecture.
Yeah. So, man, I mean, for all we've said about Ezra and stuff like that,
He's putting in a hell of a performance for this one.
this trailer just looks the biz, and and obviously they've not re-edited it to because they've got two Ezras in it. It's double trouble.
Yeah.
And obviously the great big reveal is the main man, Mr. Keaton.
Yep.
Um,
And he does the line. Do
and
the line.
Batfleck, did we know that Batfleck was going to be in this as well?
I don't think we did.
And
no.
Zod, I don't think we knew
Zod's
Zod was
in
going
it
to be
as
in
well.
it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but Supergirl's in it as well,
Aye,
but not the official Supergirl.
No, which is odd, a little bit odd.
No, that's Zod, Jody. Zod.
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 That's Zod.
That's Zod. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Man, this
he's in the
looks amazing.
Batcave
And obviously
with
everybody
a
was like,
car.
you were like, do the line, do the line, do the line, do the line, and he does it.
Do
Looks
the
great
line.
in the suit, doesn't he? Looks fantastic.
A bit, man.
Brilliant.
There you go. He does the
Brilliant.
line. And it plays his little signature song as well.
I know.
The Danny Elfman song.
Yep.
That
think
must
that's
be
Glasgow
Glasgow
as
as well.
well.
That's Glasgow as well.
Wow. I didn't know.
There you
that,
go.
actually, until now. Oh man, I'm buzzing for this.
Yeah, this looks really good.
You don't have the sound on, do you?
No, I don't know.
No.
I turned the sound off because that
Reasons.
usually ends up with
Mm-hmm.
problems.
WB. They filmed that. Aye. That's right.
Yeah. And they also
Okay.
filmed. There was also a bit as well at the Necropolis that Robert Pattinson filmed for the Batman.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
He filmed that there as well.
Yep.
So yeah, DC's been using Glasgow quite a bit as a stand-in for Gotham.
Yes, and it works really well. It definitely does. Yeah, it's great.
I missed a good bit there. Sorry, let me just present that screen there. He's taking a picture with his phone of Supergirl.
Oh yeah. And he's like, for our kids.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's
No,
good.
it looks great, and I don't think we'll see Ezra again playing the Flash after this. No
No,
matter how good it's going to be or whatever, because there's got to be some sort of consequences.
yeah,
So
yeah,
but this looks like great fun.
it does. It does. Shall we move on to the next segment?
Yes.
So, what are you watching?
Well, we watched a movie called Fresh. I think this movie was out like last year or something. Maybe
Fresh.
2 years ago. Last year. And it's the girl is in Normal People, and it's got
Daisy Edgar Jones.
yes,
Sebastian
it's quite
Stan.
aye. So both of them are pretty hot at the moment, I suppose. Particularly Daisy Edgar Jones. She was in that where the Crawdad's singing stuff.
Another Adam McKay flick. He produced it.
Did he?
Yep.
Well, it's overly long.
Oh, is
It's
it?
it's quirky, kind of interesting, but it's an episode. It's a TV episode that overstays its welcome for me.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Premise was
I
quite
watched it.
good, kind of. I think she did,
Yeah.
but no, not for us. Didn't like it that much. We watched what was a movie on Friday night? What did we watch on Friday, Danny?
Something from Phase 4.
It's pretty bad he can't remember either. Must have been really good. You don't remember?
No.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so we watched that on Friday. It must have been brilliant because we can't remember. Neither of us can remember what it was. Brilliant. So anyway, we went into the pictures. That was a big deal on Saturday,
Uh-huh.
and we watched Quantum Mania.
Nice.
I'm not going to spoil anything, kind of thing.
Please don't. I'd like to watch it at some point.
because it's just out, and that's not
Yeah.
fair. There's people spoiling it already, kind of thing. Oh, it's been out long enough, spoiler review.
Get released on Thursday. Give us a chance.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, it's I can understand why people are kind of on the fence about it, or they don't like it, because it's so far away from the other two Ant-Man movies. It's really not funny, and
Mhm.
some scenes are actually, you're like,
Well, the
"Wait a
first movie
minute."
was a heist movie.
Yeah, well, there's still elements of that in it,
Uh-huh.
but it's so sci-fi, and there's
Right.
like scenes in it. You're like, wait a minute, that's straight out of Phantom Menace, or that's straight out of Force Awakens, like literally.
Oh, really?
Aye, like
What, does somebody say somehow Emperor Palpatine found a way to come back?
just almost exactly the same kind of scene. So there's that, and
Wait, does he say his name is Scott Skywalker?
it does not. No. But on the other hand, it's fun. It's like
it's like good going romp.
it's a good fun movie. But out of the three, I would probably rate it as my third favourite out of the three.
Okay.
I like the other two better,
Yeah.
I reckon.
Was it better than Avatar 2?
No. Probably about the same. Probably about the same. I remember what I watched. It was on Friday. It was Ex Machina,
Oh yeah,
the
that's
Alex
a good movie.
Garland movie. It's a great movie. It's a
Yeah.
really, really great movie.
Do you know that's
Seen
a
it,
that's
seen
a
it before.
Airbnb or a hotel or something that you can
Is
stay
it
at? Yeah.
really? Oh,
Yep.
no, thoroughly enjoyed it again.
Obviously not with the not with the Turing test.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
you don't need, yeah, you
Oh,
don't
really?
need that. No, it's just you can just stay there.
Oh, you should have that. That would be better.
That'd be terrifying.
That would be terrifying.
Some
Actually.
robot locking you in. No thanks.
Yeah.
Spoilers for the end of the movie. Spoilers for a 10-year-old movie. When did that come out?
Can't take you anywhere. 2013 maybe. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say.
2014.
2014.
Right, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, 10-year-old movie.
Yeah, you go. Still stands up. Great,
Huh?
special effects on thingy Vikander. What do you call her?
Alicia Vikander,
Elisa Vikander. Aye, aye.
Tomb
Great.
Raider herself.
That's right.
Did you watch Bad Batch this week?
No, I didn't. I'm not up to date, but I did watch Last of Us, which you probably watched as well.
Yes, I did. Yeah, so I watched the that was the one with Sam and Hank.
No,
What one was it then?
Sam and Hank. No, it was the one with the two brothers, the younger brother.
Sam and Hank.
Is that their names?
Yeah.
All right. What was the gay couple? I thought that was the gay couple's names.
Sorry, yeah, Henry and Sam. Sorry,
Henry and Sam.
Henry's
Yeah.
well,
Aye,
Hank,
aye,
Henry.
aye, aye. Yeah, it was another great episode. And
Bill and Frank
boy,
were the other two.
boy, that ending hit like a ton of bricks, didn't it?
Oh,
Jeez, my God, I was like, bloody hell.
do you know the funny thing is that wasn't as sad as the Bill and Frank episode though. It was terrible. It was like shocking. It was jarring, but it wasn't as sad as the Bill and Frank
I
episode.
don't know, man. It was I don't know. It was the interaction between Ellie and the wee boy, and
That's how they get you. That's how they
Oh,
pluck the old emotion strings.
it did get me. The wee guy.
Yeah.
They got me.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
It's a
So
great
when he
episode.
pulls back his trouser leg
I know.
to show Ellie, and you're
Uh-huh.
going like,
Oh no. But then she's like, "I'll sort you out. I'll fix it."
yeah.
No. Oh well.
No.
Spoilers. Dang it. That wasn't too much for a spoiler.
That
Was
wasn't too much of a spoiler.
it?
No.
That's fine.
No.
Fine. Nobody knows. It's fine.
No, it's fine. You can walk
Right.
away. It's fine.
Let's
It's okay.
move on.
Yep.
Moving on.
So I watched the Bad Batch. It was a kind of bottle episode this week. Didn't really. It's kind of carrying on with the my emotions type thing. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite one. It didn't compare to the previous two episodes.
The one I'm watching, I think it's the two you're talking about with the clones.
Yeah.
Those two episodes.
Yeah.
I'm on the first episode of one of those.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm at the moment.
It's
So I'm
very
probably 3 episodes back. 2 episodes back.
It's very Senate heavy, very political. I liked it. I watched Pamela: A Love Story.
The Pamela Anderson
Yes, on Netflix.
documentary.
Yeah. So she's being interviewed. It's her in her own words,
Right.
being interviewed. I gotta say, it's the same thing as Marilyn Monroe and all that kind of stuff. It's basically like these women actresses, models. They get exploited, and then when they're past their prime, they get turfed.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's just like
Yeah.
that's not how we should treat anyone in society. So it just I don't know. She says she's doing fine about everything, but
Did you message her on Instagram?
no, I didn't message.
Make sure she was okay.
So I saw the documentary and feel terrible.
Can we meet?
I don't know, she just comes across as just being a really nice person, and she's obviously telling her story, and it could be skewed that way, but she does come across as being genuine, and
Good old Pammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to watch VIP. That was our thing that we used to watch together.
Who, me and you?
Oh, me
gonna
and
say,
Anna
I never,
used to
I
watch
never watched
VIP
that.
together. It was good.
I've never watched any of her shows. What are you talking about? Or her
We used to watch
films?
Baywatch all the time.
No, I never watched that.
So yeah, it was good. It's a good documentary. It's like an hour and 50 minutes or something like that. You can blast it in one sitting. It took me like a week to watch it, but you probably watch it in one sitting. I've got this crazy schedule where it's like, I've got 10 minutes here, so you watch it for 10 minutes.
All right, I thought it's because you kept pausing it.
No. I watched Picard this
Oh,
week.
okay.
So season 3 is back.
Right.
So yeah, it's a different Picard this time round. This is the tomato meter. We were talking about the tomato meter earlier on.
Crikey.
100%
100%.
from the reviewers and 89% audience score.
Season 3.
That's Mandalorian levels.
Yeah.
In fact, what is the Mandalorian?
So Picard, people said, was not really a Star Trek show. I've heard.
Oh,
So
there
is
you
this
go.
more Star Trekky now than?
It's very. I mean, you can't. Good luck beating the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of there. I guess. It's
not billed as Star Trek Picard, is it?
so I have never watched. I've never watched season 1. It's Star Trek Picard. Yeah. I've never
it's Star
watched.
Trek Picard.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So James, I've never watched season 1, so I don't know what I'm missing. I heard it was terrible. I got through the first episode and I'm like, I can't watch this.
You
is
never
not...
watched season 1?
No.
So James says he watched Picard episode 1, liked it, didn't like season 2.
Season 2, yeah.
Does he mean it?
So season 2, I watched all the way
Mhm.
through, and I
Mhm.
thought it was okay. It
Mm.
was watchable compared to season 1. Like season 1, I couldn't get past the first episode.
Right.
Season 3, it doesn't feel like the previous 2 seasons. It's completely different showrunners.
Uh-huh.
The composer's different. Like everybody's different. The entire back end crew of this show is gone.
So that feels completely different then.
So it feels like a completely different show,
Right.
but it does feel more the next generation.
Okay.
But aesthetically, it feels more Star Trek movies.
Okay. I see that what was his name?
I never watched season. Yeah,
Season
I'm
1
not,
was fine.
I'll probably never go back to season 1, to be honest.
Patrick Stewart's been making rumblings about starring as Professor X again.
Don Quixote? No.
Yeah,
I heard about that. He wants to come back to MCU and
Yeah.
do with the Ian McKellen as Magneto.
I mean, obviously, he was in Doctor Strange there.
Yeah. Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, he
Uh-huh.
played X-Men '97.
Yeah, yeah. So
Professor X.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'd probably like it to happen. Possibly, if it was to happen, it would probably be in the new Deadpool 3 because Wolverine's going to be there, so he might make an appearance. Who knows? Who knows?
What gets me though is all the spaceships in Star Trek are now they're like submarines. It's like shooting everything in The Hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
It's like I get the point because space is dark and you don't want that many lights on your view screen at the front.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the carpeted bridge and the sort of beige and all that kind of stuff. It was a nice place to work. You worked in an office basically.
You don't work. You don't work there. You're just.
I don't work.
You're just a
I
viewer.
work there. Yeah. So anyway, Picard season 3. I'll give it a go.
Yeah. I won't. Just for the record.
No, I know you're out of Star Trek.
No, I'm not. I'm not a Star Trek guy.
The thing is, I like what do you call it? Strange New Worlds. That's the most. That feels the most Trek of all Star Trek.
That's the one I would like to watch, but I can't because it's another subscription that I'm just not willing to do.
Yeah,
I
watched Rich and Mike on Red Letter Media talking about season 3-episode one of Picard,
Okay.
and Mike started the episode off with, "Well, here we are again, Rich," because they said they wouldn't review another Star Trek Picard.
Right.
But this is the thing, is it's the same as Critical Drinker as well. He's like, this is actually pretty good.
Right.
I'm still on the fence about it. I'm still not 100%. Like, things in it aren't quite the way that I remember Picard in the original show. They're more convinced that he's much more like Picard in the original series.
Yeah.
He does seem more stuck up in this one, whereas he was kind of like, "Oh, I'm a dodgy old man" in the previous 2 seasons. Whereas this one, he's much more like,
what age is Patrick Stewart? He must have been. Is he 80?
83, something like that.
Jeez, man. Why is he still. What?
Hey, have you seen Bill Shatner?
Bill's still looking great.
Bill looks fantastic. He's 90.
Is he?
Yeah.
So he is. Yeah, he's got a show just now, and it's like all about kind of mysterious things and stuff on Discovery Channel or History. Can't remember, one of those. And he's great on it. I love his delivery. It's just class, isn't it?
He's fantastic.
It's just brilliant.
I love Bill Shatner. I think
he's great. He's a legend.
Really good.
Totally. He's a legend.
It's just fantastic. This week I was Sam was at uni late, so I'm like, I'll watch a movie, and I was flicking through, and I'm like, I'm not going to pick any movie. I'm just going to pick some. I'm going to pick something I've never watched before, and I don't care what it is, as long as it's an hour and 50 minutes long, or it was like under 2 hours, because I had to pick Sam up.
Yeah.
San Andreas I landed on with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and
you never seen that before?
Carla Gugino. I can't remember pronounce her surname. Sorry, Carla.
No.
And Alexandria Daddario. It's okay. I mean, it's a stupid, dumbass disaster movie. But it's so disaster movie.
I mean, I love those kind of movies, like what was it?
Urban
the
Allen
skyscraper
stuff.
one.
Yeah, the Turning Inferno and
no, but the one that he did,
the
one he did, and he did. He's done a few now. The Rampage one, that was good as well.
It's called Skyscraper.
I think so. Yeah, that was pretty good, but unbelievable. I mean, the action's like ridiculous, but I enjoyed it. I like those kind of films,
Yeah, it's called Skyscraper.
Yeah. I mean, we watched Disturbia today. You know that old Shia LaBeouf movie.
Oh yeah,
remember that one? That's pretty good, But it's just a dumb sort of. It's like Rear Window, but dumb.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
And modern.
Yeah. Ruined it. And then I watched last night. I watched Sam was working, so again by myself. I'm like, I'm going to watch something, and I've picked Mindhorn, which is Julian Barrett's thing. So we were talking earlier about the Mighty Bush, and he actually does that. No, sir, you, sir. Thing. He does that a couple of times, and it just made me laugh because it was Mighty Bush. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's got a lot of cameos in it. I thought it was quite fun. It's got like 70% Rotten Tomatoes score, which is fresh, I believe.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah. It's set in the Isle of Man for tax reasons.
Yes.
That's the best bit. And they do nothing but slag off the Isle of Man through the entire show. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh, and Miss Fisher plays the love interest as well.
Yeah. Is it directed by somebody that as part of that kind of those? They were the kind of comedians that came out, like Richard Ayoade and all them, the IT crowd. They were all of the same kind of ilk, Noel Fielding.
Sean Foley.
Sean Foley. I feel like I know.
He did the Harry Hill movie.
Oh man, that's a great film, by the way. Me and Danny watched that. It is so fun. It's so stupid.
He's an actor, actually. Director.
Sean. What's his name? Sean. S-H-A.
Sean Foley. The play that I wrote, Urban Myths, Halloween Comedy Shorts, and Mindhorn. He's an actor.
I know this guy. Oh no, I don't know him. I don't know this guy. No, I don't know him.
John Foley. No, I don't know.
He lives in Cleethorpes.
Golf instructor, that's not him.
But he was born in Cleethorpes.
Yeah. Well, something had to be, I guess. Yeah. But the interesting thing about that movie, though, is it's produced by Scott Free Productions.
Right.
The producer of it,
As in Ridley Scott?
Not the exec producer, the producer, in other words, hand on the checkbook, Ridley Scott. It's a Ridley Scott production. If I was them, I would have put that top billing, a Ridley Scott production.
That looks quite interesting.
From the mind behind Blade Runner.
This looks interesting. That he's done Urban Myths, a TV series, and it's like short kind of
shows.
Stories that have been passed down over time and have now become part of urban folklore, but are they true?
Right.
That's quite interesting. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I played some games this week as well.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. Yeah.
So I downloaded the Game Boy on Switch, and I downloaded the Game Boy Advance on Switch.
Me too.
And I decided I'll go and play the Game Boy Advance first, and it said,
"Me too.
I'm sorry, you don't have any access to that because you haven't paid for the tier level." I went,
you can't have the N64 thing then.
No, I don't. No.
I do. I pay the
expansion pack or something it's called.
Yeah, I do that. It's not that much dearer, I think. I don't think it's that much dearer, is it?
I don't know. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, you decided against it?
I decided against it,
you
yeah.
bloody skinflint.
I'm not paying for it.
Listen,
I already pay for this other thing to get me the Game Boy.
It's well worth it. You get the N64 as well. It's not just the Game Boy stuff.
Yeah. You get Mega Drive as well.
Well, the original Game Boy you can get with just your ordinary subscription.
Yes. So I did play that, and I set it up to be mimic the screen and the pocket, and it's like 2 frames what type stuff.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. It looks like you're playing the actual Game Boy.
Yeah.
And I was playing what do you call it? Super Mario Land 2, six golden coins, or whatever it's
called. Bringing back all those memories.
So good. I played the hell out of that game. I'd forgotten those stupid wasps that are in it.
Well, I mean, we've not spoken about this because we keep forgetting about to talk about it. GoldenEye. I've got the N64. As I've said, I've got the subscription, and the not Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Super Game Boy. What is it? Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance.
Emulator or whatever you want to call it. And it's great. I was playing Minish Cap and obviously played GoldenEye, which is great, but the controls are not great. Me and Danny played it 2-player. It's a bit tricky, but
I ended up
nostalgic.
Playing,
it's great.
I think what helped me anyway was I was initially playing it on the analog stick. I hated it. I ended up using the cursor keys, not the D-pad, but the cursor keys on it, and it made it so much better.
Aye, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I think it's great what they're doing with that, and it's obviously older games, but I never picked up a lot of those games, so they're new to me and they're free.
Yeah, and
so what's not to like?
Lots of people still play Monopoly, and that was created 80 odd years ago, 90 years ago, or something. Whenever, Jesus, 90 years ago.
Yeah, and I was getting that Minish Cap. God, man, I was getting into that.
Yeah.
So
I like the fact you can save it as well. So they've got those, the trigger button save things.
Yeah, it's great.
That's good.
It's brilliant. It's a great system. And now that I've got my WD-40 circuitry cleaner stuff,
you're all good to go.
Although it's still it's no longer saying SD card not readable. It's just not reading my SD card anymore. But prior to that, it was basically saying you can't play this. You can't play because it kept coming up. This warning kept coming up all the time. So I did the wee spray inside it, and,
Yeah.
which I thought was going to clean it out so that it would read my SD card, but it's not. But the warning's not coming up anymore. So that switch is just purely for physical games now.
All right. Okay.
So
It's not so great.
but it still works.
But you got another Switch, though. You got the bigger one, didn't you?
The OLED, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's coming with me to
I still have
Canada.
it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I still have the OG Switch with the red and the blue controllers.
Yeah.
Because I remember I got the choice that was like that or the grey controllers. I'm like, what's the point in getting a Switch if you don't get like the
No, I know.
color one?
Yeah. I tell you what, there's a nice Pro controller out just now, and it's grey, but the joystick, there's a little kind of trim around it. See the joysticks?
Yeah.
There's a little trim around them, and it's the red on the left side and the blue on the right side. A little circle.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's nice. It's a nice design. I like it. I think we'll probably get that actually for in readiness for Zelda coming out.
This is my second favorite controller.
Yeah.
Xbox is still the favorite one.
Zelda 2, I think, is out in April. I think. So yeah, that's getting bought.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I downloaded Minecraft Dungeons as well.
Oh yeah, did you?
And GoldenEye, and I played a lot of Minecraft Dungeons.
Did you? God, too much, perhaps.
I was like, this is just a knockoff of Diablo. 4 hours later, I was still playing it though.
That's what I was like with Minish Cap. I was like, I'll just play this for a bit.
Yeah.
4 hours later or 3 hours later, I'm like,
I know.
this is good.
Anyway.
And I've been playing this bad boy.
Oh, nice.
As well. Yeah.
That's cool.
A fair bit. Not getting much better, I have to say, but I'm getting
That's
slightly
less
better
good.
every time. Yeah. Anyway, I know you need to go. So.
You need to play it in the real hardware.
No, well, that's as close as you'll get. Oh no, you mean once we do our trip, yeah, definitely.
If you like what you see here, don't forget to like and share the video. Comment below as well. What's your favorite old-time video game? Old-time video game, but retro game. Old-timey video game. And if you want time reminders when we put something new up, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button and notification bell down below. And YouTube will work its wonders and give you time reminders of when we put new things up. But until next time, we will catch you on the flippity, as they say.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.